Hello and welcome to my channel where we discuss the Power Platform. In today's episode, we're going to be having a look at the Feb 2021 Power Apps update. So for those of you that have seen some of my other videos on this updates call, you'll know the general pattern now. So I have a look through the Power Apps blog and I essentially talk about the different things that are in that blog. We have a look at the Power Apps release plan, and in particular for this month's episode, the Power Apps 2021 wave. It has just been released, so we're going to have a look at that. Ignite is next week as well, depending on when you're watching this, so there's going to be lots of fun stuff in there that will be released. And I also do a bit of an update on the Power Apps community call. So we had kind of three speakers here in two sessions. So the first one was the introduction to responsive containers by Charles Sterling and Daniel Christian, which I'll also be kind of showing and sharing some useful resources for. And then we're going to have a look at the approvals that Thomas Poschitek presented, which is approvals with adaptive cards in Teams. I'm going to be sharing some resources on that as well. So first of all, the Power Apps blog. Now, I've only got two options on here because the release plan actually kind of covers off the other two here. So the first one here is this new search experience and quick actions in Power Apps. So I'm just going to quickly pull that up here because there's a bit of a moving picture that we can actually have a look at. So you can see here that as you type, it kind of gives you those different options. The results page as well is a lot easier to understand now. So you have your top results and accounts and contacts you can see within them. So a much better user experience there. There's two new Power Apps which are displayed here. So that's Bulletins. So Bulletins are a way of keeping your, so these are two new solutions that you could basically use within your organization. So Bulletins is a way of keeping your team informed, and Milestones is a way of tracking exactly that, so tracking milestones. So again, having a quick look at the kind of pictures of these here. So they're out of the box, so you could just take these, and Bulletins is cool. It's basically like a newsletter almost. And then this is milestones here. The Power Apps release 2021 Wave 1 has a number of different features. There are kind of a few more than this, but these are the early release ones that will come out in kind of February, and you can start having a look at now. So that's why I put these ones here. Of course, there's much more that are coming out in subsequent months. So there's a whole list here. So rather than that, I think we'll look at the actual kind of documentation because we can see a bit more live with the pictures. So we've got duplicate detection. So this is all about when you import data, it will actually show you the duplicates, allowing you to merge records much better. And then that comes on to the merging records interface and the unified interface kind of connected with that. So again, an improvement there. There's improved accessibility for business process flows in the mobile, and this is basically in line with the Microsoft accessibility standards. So essentially, kind of similar to the business process flows that you see, it creates a seamless experience across your devices. So you can kind of see which device, which business process you're on as you're switching through. This is all about actually seeing what apps you have. So the Power Mobile apps has an enhanced experience. So apps are neatly organized now. More relevant apps such as favorites are presented front and center. There's a newly introduced swipe gestures, and the overall experience is just a little bit more intuitive. Again, this is improved navigation in the model-driven apps. So in the 2021 release wave 1, the side pane will allow a page to be opened and stay open. App makers are also can override multi-session app navigation to quickly open a side pane as well. This is list views for model-driven apps again, so there's a bit of a theme here. So the early access means that you can quickly sort a list when you're looking at a list row. You can sort this ascending and descending as well. This is quite a cool one. So essentially, you don't have to kind of click and scroll anymore. You can actually see the entire box. So the multi-line view, you can actually see all the information right now, whereas it used to be a scroll. The last one here is about UX improvements on subgrids and form tabs. So essentially, the actual UX has improved here. So you've got the search at the top, and you can do various actions as well on that. So going back to PowerPoint, there's a lot in there about kind of the release wave. So, I do urge you to have a look at the documentation for a bit more information and what was discussed in the community call. So there's a few resources there. So responsive containers are amazing. So this is essentially when you can increase the width and decrease the width based on the size of your screen. So yeah, this is the horizontal container and the vertical container. And there are a couple of links there from Tomasz Positek on his adaptive cards. So I urge you to have a look at that, and I will. The Power Ups community call video link should also be available, so make sure that's captured in here as well. A few insights from the Power Ups community call. So again, responsive design there. Tomasz and his resources, and then Ignite. So Ignite is coming up soon, so please tune into that. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you more on my other videos. Thank you.